MakeRoom just released and they gave me a key so that we could try it out together. Our goal is to recreate Link's Twilight Princess house, or at least one corner of it. And after a quick tutorial, we get right into it. Okay, so this is the vibe we're going for. We're gonna see if we can do just a little bit of that. We want something kind of like this. It's a bit of a hexagon actually, but it looks like you can't do like hexagons. So we'll go with this one. Link's house has a bit of a brown vibe going for sure. Kind of a light brown, like a pale, not that pale, not that brown, somewhere in between. Yeah, that's a good one. And the floor is like a brown wood. Find some wood planks. These are brick, but it's gonna have to do because the lumber look is too straight. And we'll just make it brown. Deep brown, yeah, pretend that's wood. Okay, so let's start on the wall decoration. We're just going to pretend it's hexagonal. Let's see, it's like a rounded door, kind of like that, but it has a window on it. Sort of like this, something like that. So next to the door in the middle, we kind of have like this little storage area with some bookshelves and stuff. Let's see if we can find that. Start with the shelf. And none of these are really looking what I want. You can actually make your own furniture too. So instead, we'll put in a bookshelf. Actually, this one works perfectly for the other side. Something like that, except it's much bigger. And he's got a pitchfork above that. I don't think they'll have pitchforks here. So maybe we'll make that at the end. Let's add that shelf and those boxes in though. This one looks kind of close. I'll just make it bigger and brown. Yeah, there we go. See if we can get some boxes too. I mean, it's more like a crate, but I think a regular box will work. That one, they're kind of stacked all higgledy-piggledy. Yeah, something like that. And then it looks like some kind of plant pod or something. Yeah, pretty much it looks exactly like that. Perfect. And so then one of the really cool parts about the room is that it has a bit of a loft hanging up there. Let's see if we can actually build that loft. Make a room up there and make a ladder up to it. It's a straight ladder and it goes right in front of the storage, which if you ask me is just not a good place for it, but it's fine. Here we go. It looks like it's just kind of like a long, flat little room area. Something like that. Yeah, actually. Wow, I'm surprised you can do that pretty easily. It's got a railing on it too. These are picket fences, but that's the only kind of railing without making our own custom furniture the whole time. I think these picket railings are all we're going to be able to fit, so... Also had another ladder up top there. Let's see if I can get one up there. Okay, Kenny, if you're listening, dude, you need to make it easier to like zoom out and stuff because I want to get up there to edit that. Okay, I also looked at the picture. You had a little bit of like a table up there, kind of like a little desk area. Yeah, something like this actually. Is perfect. On top of that was a little cloth. I don't know if we can get that on there. It has tablecloth ones. Yeah, actually that's good. Let's do that. Put that little guy up there. Nice. A couple paintings on that wall though. I don't know if I can get the paintings up there. There's not really any options for paintings, so we're just gonna put these boards up there. Well, that'll have to do. So that's that little loft area. Now he's got another one of these moving to the left of that little loft area. Just grab another one, put it over here. Almost above the door too is like a cool little root thing. I don't know if I'll be able to put that up, obviously, but we could do maybe a hanging wall decoration. All right, with the little bucket plant, we got more boxes. Let's grab a couple more of these. Just make another stack of them. And then a table that is super cluttered. Looks like a little eating table. So let's put a nice little decorative table there. It's made of like super rough timber, but I think this is like a good enough one in the spirit for sure. It's got some really cool stuff on it, like pots and things. There's a flower vase. Ooh, put a tall pot in there like that. And there's a book on there. I can't really tell what else is on there. I'm not going to open up not going to get my GameCube set up just to go check. There's a little book and there's a tablecloth. We can't do tablecloth, so that's just going to have to be how it is. Not sure why I thought there were boxes there. There aren't any boxes. It's just the pot. So let's move it over a little bit there. Okay, I don't know if there's any rugs. Let's see. Well, there are little flower pots. Perfect. We can switch that one out. Yeah, look how easy that was. Nice. Okay, I switched out the table, and then on top of the table are some buckets and plants. Let's see if we can get a bucket. Nope, but there's whatever that is. Bread rolls? I don't know. I don't want to use clay pots for everything, so let's see something we can switch out those buckets for. Oh, I did manage to find some carpets, actually, so we could put one of those down. For the rugs, for the entry rug and the ladder rug. Yeah, there's one long thin one here. Grab that one, a little off center, and it looks like it's red and brown. It's like a chestnut, but I don't think they have that color here. Kind of. Yeah, sure. Nice. And then we'll put the outlined rug down there. Oh wow, that's That's awesome. What do we got for colors? We got brown and a pale color. Gonna be brown, sure. And then this is more of like a same color as the wall, kind of. Yeah, I'm happy with that one. Wish I could make that loft a little better, but it is what it is. Couldn't find a substitute for the buckets though, so maybe we'll just put some food on there. We'll put a bowl, and it looks like it's just somewhere for like storage or to put things you're bringing outside quick. So we'll put a key bowl and maybe another plant on there just to look. There you go. You can put that on there. We'll make it a little bigger. It's kind of a bucket. Yeah, I like that. Not satisfied with this one though. We'll turn that into a plant for sure. Link would probably be a succulent guy because he's never home. Looks like there's a mop and bucket actually right next to the door. So let's just grab another one of these. Make it a little bigger. No brooms. That's fine. We don't need to put a broom in there. There's also some wall decoration and paintings over there on top above the table. So we'll just put like some whiteboards there. That means paintings. We'll paint it. Maybe we'll add some paintings later. Oh yeah, you can put paintings up. Look at that. Perfect. This is a small one. Perfect. I found out how to do paintings. Okay, now it's time for the oven. We don't really have space on the side, so we'll put it right next to it over here. Basically just a big old oven. Yeah, that one's pretty big. You got like white, brown, and orange. Now, not including this picture is obviously we need to have a little table to store your cooking stuff. So we'll just put a little tiny side counter that Link could use. There's also a chest in the middle, but we're not going to worry too much about that. The last thing I want to add, because I'm running out of time, is a pitchfork. So let's make a custom pitchfork. So if you go into the objects tab there from the main menu, you can make your own object. So all we want really is just a big old stick. So let's lift that up and center it. And we just want it to be like long and have 2 prongs coming off of it. I'll grab another one of these, stick it at the end. There you go. There's our staff. Now we just need to make 3 prongs. Luckily the pitchfork is pretty rough, so ours can also be. I'm not a designer. There we go. There's our little pitchfork. I wish I had time to put, to make a really nice one, but you'll have more time than I will. Okay, now to save it. We just save it like that. Now if we go back to the menu and back into our beautiful home, we should be able to drag it in. Boom. There it is. Beautiful. Oh yeah, it has to be sideways. I didn't think of that. Hold on. There you go. Good enough for me. There's our beautiful thing. Oh yeah, there's our pitchfork. Gotta make it brown though and a little smaller. Yeah, baby. Look at that. Looks kind of like a broom too. Actually, we could just make our own broom quick. Hold on. Now I'm on it. Put 2 of these bad boys on top of each other and tilt them. There you go. There's our broom handle. And of course, it's also very brown. There we go. There's a lot more to his house, obviously, but that's all we're gonna be able to do for now. We can make our own custom everything. Our own custom wall decorations. We could make the roots custom. We could do it all. We could make the chest, but unfortunately I don't have time for that. But this is just a cute little introduction to MakeRoom and its adorable little capabilities. And there we go. That's my modern take on Twilight Princess Link's little house room, entry room area. If it was a little bit more modern. Working with the space limitations we had. I think it turned out cute. I added some set decoration, some food, couple of health potions for when he's on his way out. His boots are there, little broom bucket. I think it's cute and sweet. It was actually really zen building something here in MakeRoom. I thought it was super cute. And if you make your own furniture, the sky is the limit. The MakeRoom just released on Steam. I'll have a link to it down in the description. I really encourage you to check it out. If you like letting your creative juices flow, I think you'll really enjoy this. I can't wait to see what you make yourselves. And hopefully, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.